All right, so this is going to be a video about adding rational expressions, and basically I have this m squared over m minus n plus n squared over n minus m. Now, again, just like we did with the subtracting of rational expressions, for the adding of rational expressions, you have to have common denominators. Now, if you see for these common denominators, in this case, it's m minus n and n minus m. Now, they're very, very similar, but they're kind of flipped. Now, in order to kind of make our life a little bit easier, there is a little shortcut that you can do to kind of make this where they both have the same denominator. So basically what we're going to do is the following. If you take n minus m and you multiply it, this whole thing, by -1, so we're gonna distribute this -1 here and distribute the -1 here. -1 times n is negative n. -1 times negative m, because there's this minus right here, is going to be positive m. So I'm going to rearrange this now, so it's m minus n. So if you notice now, all I had to do is multiply this n minus m by -1, and now it matches this other denominator right here. So what we're going to do is, you can't just multiply this bottom by -1, you have to multiply the top and the bottom by both by -1, so that way the fraction still is equivalent. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to rewrite this whole expression right here as follows. So it's going to be m squared over m minus n. Now I'm going to multiply that top term by -1, and then I already multiplied the bottom by -1, so it's just going to be m minus n. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this. So now it's going to be m squared, and then it's -1 times n squared, so that's just going to be basically minus n squared. Now we have common denominators now, so I'm just going to write m minus n. So you end up with a difference of squares on top over m minus n. Okay, now what we're going to do next is we're still trying to simplify this as much as humanly possible. I have something squared minus something squared, so what I'm going to do is use the difference of squares to factor that out. So we have m plus n over, m plus n times m minus n all over m minus n. Now you should notice that this m minus n and this m minus n are going to cancel, and your final answer should just be m plus n. Okay, so that's basically an example of adding rational expressions, kind of with that shortcut whenever you see this m minus n and n minus m thing with the denominators. And teachers like to do this to kind of trick students. So now that you kind of know the shortcut of just multiplying the top and the bottom both by -1, it kind of helps solving this problem. So if you have any questions about anything in this problem, let me know.